Hi. Just got back from church a little bit ago, and the message was so powerful that I felt like I needed to share this with some of you because it's about living our life for Christ and doing what He wants us to do. John chapter 21, starting on verse 3, Simon Peter said, "I'm going fishing." "We'll come too," they all said, all the disciples. So they went out in the boat, but they caught nothing at all night. Sometimes in our lives we continue to do what we know, what we are used to. And so, these guys were out fishing. They were, that's what they knew. And so Jesus was along the shoreline at dawn and was standing on the beach, but the disciples couldn't see who He was. He called out, "Fellows, have you caught any fish?" "No," they replied. Then He said, "Throw out your net on the right-hand side of the boat, and you'll get some." So they did, and they couldn't haul in the net because there were so many fish in it. Sometimes we have to change what we're doing in life, and maybe it's time for a job change. Maybe you're having financial problems. Maybe your mortgage is way over and beyond what you can pay for, and so there's fear of losing your property. Whatever it may be, God is there for us, and He was there for the fishermen. They were out doing what they were used to, weren't catching any fish. I'm sure they were frustrated, and He told them to cast their nets on the other side of the boat. Sometimes we have to change what we're doing, and we have to rely on Him to help us through what we're going through. And this sermon really hit me this morning because I've been at my job 28 years, and I'm thinking about moving on. I've got some new financial responsibilities, and I have a chance to better myself financially, and it's just so hard to leave something that the friends and the people that you've met along the way, and the company that I work for has been really good to me. And so I've struggled, with this decision, but I've prayed about it a lot, and I think that maybe God's giving me an opportunity to do what He wants me to do. And I haven't fully committed to this yet. I have not made a decision on what I'm going to do. But He's working in my life, and if it's His will, I'll move on. If not, then I'll stay where I'm at. And I don't know yet, but I wanted to share this with you because, we all have struggles, and God wants to lead us. He's our leader. It's His will, not ours. It's not what we want, it's what He wants. After breakfast, Jesus was on the beach, and he cooked a fish for the disciples after they went out, pulled the fish in, and He asked Simon Peter, "Do you love me more than these? Do you love me more than this fish?" And Simon Peter said, "Yes, Lord, you know I love you." Jesus said, "Then feed my lambs." He repeated the question again, "Do you love me?" Yes, Lord, Peter said, you know I love you. Then take care of my sheep. A third time he asked him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt and feeling like, man, why is he asking me this a third time? Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. Jesus said, then feed my sheep. I tell you the truth, when you were young, you were able to do as you liked. You dressed yourself and went wherever you wanted to go. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and others will dress you and take you where you don't want to go. Jesus said this to let him know by what kind of death he would glorify God. Then Jesus told him, follow me. Peter turned around and saw behind them the disciple Jesus loved, the one who had leaned over to Jesus during supper and asked, Lord, who will betray you? Peter asked Jesus, what about him, Lord? And Jesus replied, if I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? We have to give ourselves to Christ, totally give ourselves to Christ and leave everything that we know. And it's hard to let go of everything you know. But the struggles are real, and God is real. And, every day we have battles. We struggle every day with battles. Satan's always beating our door down and trying to get in. And we want to go back to what we're used to. And we want to go do what we want to do. But, we do grow older. And one of these days I watched my dad, he went to a nursing home and had Alzheimer's and fell and broke his hip and all kinds of stuff. And it happened really fast. And inside of 3 years, he was gone. And I know Dad didn't want to go to a nursing home, but they called him Gentle John at the nursing home because he loved God and he loved people. And that's what we need to do. We need to follow Jesus so that we can get where we need to be at the end. We need to look forward to, be happy about our suffering, and recognize that, sometimes we have to let go and we have to let Him take charge and to give Him total control is hard, but we have to do it. We have to do it because He loves us. We're His children. And so, I just wanted to touch on that real quick and to tell you that sermon really hit me hard this morning. And I wanted to share it with you because the word needs to get out that Christ loves us and He wants to help us. And the minute you ask Him, He's going to start helping you. So I thank you for watching my videos, and I hope this helps some of you today. Thank you.